Last thing to do is take the safeties off. Look at the size of that beaver. Man, we got a lot of rain. Back in here 24 hours later to check this trap, and we had a heck of a thunderstorm last night, and this swamp is full. All that upper end's underwater, all the rice is underwater. Got my other swamp buddy with me today. A beaver has been in here. I don't think my trapping was successful. It popped, but I didn't get him. I'm gonna have to dig this out and reset this trap. He triggered it, we just didn't get him. I do need to be careful with her. I keep these traps inside the fence, just in case she comes down here with me, ahead of me. Getting my trap reset here. I got it down here just off the bottom, right in the center of the narrowest point. And I'm gonna block it off right here, and block it off right here, and put a big dive log on both sides. We're gonna try again. Yeah, it's sitting just barely touching the bottom. And these sticks are actually supporting it on its wings here. I got it wired off here. I just need to create me a little funnel. So I got a stick on either side of that trap, creating that funnel here. Put one more here, and I'll put a dive log. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta be careful with a pup out here. Things are a little different now. Let me take these safeties off before I forget. One off, two off. Got a live trap right in the center at the lowest point, blocked off on the edges. A couple dive sticks at different levels. It should force him down in there. And with this trap set, we're gonna be legal for a while. This water will have to drop 2 feet before that trap would be illegal. This dog is learning patience. She wants to go, go, go. But I'll be back out here in 24 hours to check that trap. With that much water moving off of this system, I think the beavers will be pretty quick to come out here and check it. I think she smells that beaver. She's been all over that lodge. I guess a beaver could hurt her. Jeff Foxworthy said he knows a guy that got his nipple bitten off by a beaver, so gotta be careful. 15% off on the High Sea website right now using code YELLOWLAB247. In here putting these boots to the true test. They're not waterproof if you go a foot over them. It's just a whole other ball game trying to farm in a duck swamp where you've got active beavers and you've got a blue line stream rip, roar, and flow. This rice, it's in here, but it's taking a lot of pressure with the grazing, bugs, whatever it is, and now this elevated water level. Certainly not throwing shade on the impoundment, guys. I know there's a lot of money and time invested in that as well. That's got its own issues and problems with drought and production of corn and all that fun stuff. But working in an active stream, active beavers, it's a lot of work. I mean, you can just see the side-by-side contrast here from just a couple days ago, how quickly this site can change. All that rice you saw is now completely underwater, except for some tips. So we really need to move some water off of here quick. Rice is grown in the water in Asia and in Arkansas. Sure, there's more than one. I know I've seen at least 2 more in here, but sometimes if you can get that adult main active beaver, it'll really start to taper that activity because the little ones follow the big ones. So if you can get that active adult, a lot of times that'll buy you enough time to get this back under control. I've got a nice backstop here where they've cleared this field edge and pushed up mounds of debris and dirt. I put the target a little bit lower on the tree, but it should be pretty dialed here. But just in the event it's not, we are being safe out here. And I am set up 50 yards from this target. That gun is 0 to 100, so it should be flat to 50. Most of my shots of my beavers have been inside of 100 yards. I'm trying to make it true and realistic that the shot I'm actually going to be taking. That first one went low. Next 3 are in the bullseye. And that is what happened when I sighted this gun in. My cold barrel was dramatically different than my grouping. And that still appears to be the case. Let's go take a look at it. First shot, 2 inches low, Boom, boom, boom. 3 shots, practically touching the bullseye. Same exact thing happened when I sighted that gun in. My cold barrel shot was off, and then I had a dialed group. So drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna leave it just like it is. That way I know after that first shot, I'm just gonna be dialed in, aim a little high, I guess, on my first shot. I don't know. Drop a comment, let me know. I can always adjust that, but for now I'm gonna leave it because that is a heck of a group. And when you're doing this, always make sure to get your staples out. The loggers will thank you later. Actually, the sawmill will thank you. So the water level dropped about a foot, and the trap has not been sprung. I can't tell if this is debris I didn't clear underwater, but that's debris from last night. It looks like it's just debris I didn't clear. After digging all that out, I could definitely tell that was new activity from last night, and I figured out he was coming up over the dam and coming through here. Well, that is too high above ground to trap. That trap has to be underwater. So I blocked it off really well here, and I've actually got another piece of fencing I'm going to add to this. And I kind of re-secured my dive sticks and adjusted it a little bit. And I think we have a good set now, because he was getting into this fence somewhere. So now we got a trap set on the breach here still, adjusted for the water level, and I think where he was getting in might be secured here. 24 hours later, and we have taken a foot of water off of here. Rice seems to have fared very well. I think it would have been just fine for a couple more days. Let's go to the upper end, take a look. You're wondering why I have so much time on my hands. Well, wife and kids are gone this weekend, so I had a 2-day pass. This rice was all underwater, starting to poke its head back up. Even up into these drier areas where I slung it up in here. We've still got some good growth. And this uppermost end, we can see the rice again. So getting that foot of water off was just what we needed. Another foot of water should drop back off. This rice should be just fine. That's why I really like our water control structure setup. I've messed with pipes in the past, but the problem is pipes are expensive, and to get them put in can be really expensive, because to convey this much water, I need at least a 36-inch pipe. That would be a big breach, a big piece of pipe. 60 bucks in tannerite, a little bit of handwork. Got a structure put in there that can move a lot of water. Probably move 2 acre-feet, I would say. We moved a lot of water in 24 hours. Excited to see what this turns into. This is the most water we've ever had on rice this early. Something is clearly in here nipping these things off, clipping them off, eating them. So I don't know what that is. Drop a comment if you know. But for now, the beavers are winning. I was able to take a couple out about a month or so ago. I'm hoping by buttoning up that cage, it'll really discourage him. It'll force him back to the pond side. He'll find that trap. He is dead as a doornail. Things I do for YouTube. Look at the size of that beaver. I can't even pick it up. That thing is heavy. I've been working out. I can barely lift that thing up shoulder high. Size of that beaver. Perfect shot. I didn't miss. It's gotta be 55, 60 pounds. Nice shot placement right below the ear. Swimming, moving shot. 5.56 took him out. Perfect shot. Glad I hung around, because that is a beaver down. Don't have to worry about that trap. Now I'm going to leave that trap set just in case a little one gets in the fence and starts messing with that breach again. And for the people asking about killing the beavers, there are tons of beavers in this swamp chain. I'm just trying to get these active ones that keep pestering my water control structure here. There's multiple other ponds and swamps out here with plenty of beavers. We are not eradicating beavers. We're just trying to keep them under control. Very satisfying to finally get one of the adult beavers. So I am on the board. That should really help curtail the activity inside that fence there. We'll leave the rest up to the trap. But until the next swamp video update, I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, God bless, take care.